Barnes and Nobles will never go because there's still people like our generation. To me, honestly, is like the last generation where we appreciate actually reading books, not like just listening to audio books or like reading the books on a on a handheld or whatever. But like we actually love to buy the book, go and drink coffee or whatever, or a smoothie, and just sit down and vibe. But what Best Buy did was incredible on how like they were like, okay, you find a TV, a 4K TV on Amazon. Let's say the TV is like, you say it's $800, right? Just throwing it out there. And it's like a 50-inch. And at Best Buy, that same TV is probably what, $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. They was like, all right, we gonna match it. And I'm like, that is why places like Circuit City and like even like places like Office Depot or something like that, or like even like in the sports industry, like the sports retail, like Sports Authority, like they closed down because they closed down because they didn't take that risk. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, even though I heard Toys R Us is trying to come back, but I feel like Toys R Us could have lasted longer if they would have did the same, strategic plan that Best Buy did. But everyone's different.
I think Walmart and Target are two perfect examples. You look at Walmart, and yes, they have issues on how they treat their employees.
Right.
But once they saw, hey, people don't mind not picking out some groceries if it's convenient enough for us to send it to their house.
Right.
And if we can do that quickly, then they'll pay even more, right? So 2-hour shipping when you need, I don't know, you forgot something that you needed to cook for the night, you order 2-hour shipping to your house, it's there when you get home from work. So I think once they change, the mindset of like, oh yeah, this works, let's keep doing it, to this works, and it serves its purpose now, but like, what's the next step? Or how would I, like, as a user, how can I make my own life better, right? What's the dream? And then most of the times they just have to go ahead and copy the industry. Like Walmart didn't come out with this 2-day shipping or anything. That was Amazon. Right. But if they can implement it, they'll stay in business. Because once I go online and I type in a grocery that I'm looking to buy, I don't look at Amazon at the same way for food as I do for Walmart. Right. So they have that reputation for cheap but affordable food and pretty much anything at this point, but they still have that brand of being that retail, and if once they can get to the comfort of like other companies, then that's how they stay around. And that's why Target's still around, like all these things. It's really, it's a pretty interesting. I just read Innovator's Dilemma, and it's incredibly interesting how accurate the book I think really is.
What's the name? You gotta text me that. You gotta text me that so I can read that. So I can read that book as well.
Yeah, definitely. The Innovator's Dilemma. Pretty awesome book. It's a little older, but it's really good.
Like even like Publix is doing that now in terms of like you can order online. I know you miss Publix because I know they ain't got it up in Seattle, but
they don't have it over here. Yeah, I do miss Publix.
Yeah, but like Publix, like what they doing now? Like you just order ahead, like what you want on the what you want to
show up. You pick up the bag.
Yeah, like that's how you stay. To me, that's how you stay relevant. Like especially where, like you said, like BlackBerry got comfortable. Because BlackBerry was on top. Like everybody had a BlackBerry. Everybody wanted a BlackBerry. Everybody wanted a BlackBerry more than the Sidekick and the iPhone and stuff. Like BlackBerries was
primarily business. So like the higher income people love BlackBerries. Right. Which in general is pretty convenient because you can charge more and they'll still pay more. But yeah, and then they got comfortable. Here came this little company named Apple. Had never made, and it's really interesting. they had never made something of a phone. They only had the MP3.
Right.
And before the MP3, they had never gotten into the MP3. But the core mission at Apple is, it's not innovation, but like, kind of like fighting the system.
Right.
I can't think of a better term for it, but ultimately the core is to challenge the status quo. There we go. Something like that, I think, is the official name. But they want to challenge the status quo. So they were like, hey, I see your BlackBerry with your keyboard. What if you had no keyboard? And like, it starts with outlandish questions and just ideas that at first you're like, no way, that's a bad idea. No way, that's a bad idea. But you put it in practice, you test it out, and you're like, wait, this kind of works. And then you destroy or like just turn an industry upside down.
Yeah, like it's just crazy, like, how everything just changed. Like, you look at I know you work at Microsoft. I know y'all got an East Coast West Coast beef with Apple and stuff like that. It's very competitive, but like, for me as an owner of an iPhone for probably like, I think, how long I had an iPhone? Probably like 5 or 6 years. Because before, like, honestly, I was one of the people, like, when the first iPhone came out, I'm like, that's an overrated phone. But when I got it, for me, I liked the phone over a Samsung because the fact, to me, the phone was, I'm simple, so like, all the apps that came with the Samsung already, it was kind of like, I don't really need it, and to me, it was too much for me. But for the iPhone, to me, it just like every phone is just, everyone has like a preference, like my aunt, she loved the Samsung because it's like it have so much to offer in her eyes, and like, that's just how it is. But like,
I have an Android myself. I got the Google Pixel.
I heard the Google Pixel is good though.
Yeah, I think the comparison is really just Android gives you more freedom to make the phone to your liking, whereas iPhone is really studied, and it's kind of counterintuitive to the core business of Apple, but I think iPhone really has become the any person's phone, right?
Right. It used to be like,
I can do stuff on, they used to be the innovator's phone, but at this point they've really become sort of the everyday phone. Like, this right out of the box is going to work. It's going to be pretty easy to understand, and you're going to like it.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie.
People pay for that comfort.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie. The marketing back in the day, like, it used to be like, I was be like, iPhone was just that phone where you had to be like rich, or like, not rich, but like, you had to have money. Now it's like, you got parents buying their kids the iPhone, like, and it's just like I said, for me, I like the iPhone because it's simple. But like, if for like a business mind, I'm like, I kind of want it to be a little bit, exclusive. I guess that's why they, they kind of, they put the prices up, even more with the newer iPhones. Even though, like people, like, regular, like, it's like this. It's like me and you, we could talk about tech and business all day because we love it. But like a regular person that's not really into it, they won't understand why they put the prices up. They don't know about this, the demand and the supply and everything. Like, they don't know that term. So it's like, for them, it's like, why would you pay $1,000 for a phone? But for a person that knows them, like, all right, the phone costs $1,000. It's steep, but the processor is faster. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's people that's very detailed that'll be like, let's say Google Pixel one day, and I heard Google coming out with like video game system too. It's like you see how tech is like a copycat, like
yeah.
Like Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo was like the ones that's like, of course Sega and stuff back in the day, but I'm talking about like the ones that still here. They're the ones that still like innovative and things like that. But now you have Google and you have Apple that's want to get into that in that frame because they see that's a whole nother world, especially with esports growing.
Yeah, it's a big market.
So it's just crazy, man. It's crazy how everything is.
Yeah.
What I have a couple more questions. What was like your top 5 moments so far working at Microsoft?
Ooh, top 5 moments. So I'd say probably one of the top moments was just getting the offer, and then negotiating. Negotiating was fun too, but getting the offer because even when I met my girlfriend, now fiance, but I told her sophomore year when I met her that I had already decided I wanted to work at Google, Facebook, or Microsoft. So that offer was definitely a big highlight. I'd say another one was seeing my first sort of product go into production and seeing usage of it and like seeing customers, say, hey, they're around. Just seeing customer usage increase and in general satisfaction increase is probably one of the biggest highlights. I'd say another 2 was when we got a couple new hires, and even though I'm pretty young on the team, like having the ability to teach them and get them up and running and working on our team very quickly. I don't know. It's just I definitely have an affinity towards teaching, so I really admire seeing, or like I really enjoy seeing, hey, I helped this person get off their feet now, and now they're running, right? Whether I taught them to walk or I taught them how to run, but now, now they're running with it, and now they're helping the team. So, and then I would say last, I had a conversation with an employee who was going to leave, and it was really impactful because he just told me, hey, he basically told me like you're gonna be a star, so like keep what you're doing, keep up the same work ethic, keep the communication skills up, but I don't know, just from a pretty quick point of jumping into the team, I don't know, I feel like I've established a path of growth, right? So I don't want to be a software engineer for all my life. I do want to manage people at some point. And I think I'm on the right track. So yeah, I'd say those are pretty much the maybe top 4 or 5 that I think I said. And maybe a bonus was when the first stock bonus came in. Just seeing a bank account and like increase. Yeah.
I know you, man. Let me tell you something, man. I tell this to everybody, but you in particular, you better not forget about me. If you want to somehow because I had a VC on my show, and like I was asking him like, how is it like, being a venture capitalist and like how like, being a co-founder for like different companies, and he was telling me like pretty much it's not hard. You just have to believe in the product, Like for me, at the end of the day, we all love money and stuff, but like for me, I always been that person where I learned this from like my mom, where I don't want to just do stuff just to do it. Either just to do it just because I'm doing it, or it's just because it's for the money, or it's because like I want to show off. It's just like no, like if anybody came up with an idea and they wanted me to be involved with their company or like vice versa, I want to have that passion, behind it. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like it's like with anything, like you have to have that. You got to be true. You know, like you said earlier about, like that's why you got, like, you know, that's why you got hired with Microsoft, because